What's up guys, Day-to-Day Gamer back again, and this time with Paper Mario, the Origami King, and we are taking a look at Picnic Road, which is one of the first big areas you'll encounter, and there's a lot of secrets and a lot of treasures here. And let me guess, you're looking for something and you just can't find it and you want a little nudge in the right direction. Well, I've got every question mark block, every collectible treasure, and every not-so-bottomless hole in this level to show you. And we're going to have a little fun while we do it as well. So yeah, get comfy, get your favorite drink, and let's sit back and find all these treasures. Alright, so for the first one, you're going to want to go in this cave right here, and it's pretty easy because you would have seen it from the main area, and just give this a little head bump, and there you go with your fire flower. That is one down. The next one is super obvious. I don't even think I need to explain it. It's right in the middle of the field, so that one you cannot miss, and if you did, well, there you go. This one, you'll see there's already a block that's been hit here, but there's actually some more hidden blocks. Not just one, not just two, but three in total that you can add to your collection. There's also a toad here that you'll see again in the toad video, but a little sneak preview there. And that is three more question mark blocks for you. This one's also pretty obvious, not much to say. It's right at the exit, so you're just going to jump up and give it a little smack, and you'll be good to go on that one. And for our last one, it's definitely the trickiest of all of the question mark blocks in Picnic Road, because it's a hidden block, and you'll see this arrow on the ground, and you think it's pointing towards the exit, but it's actually not. It's pointing towards the question mark block that you want to find, which on your first trip through you probably won't even think about. But when I return later in the game, I gave it another shot, and there you go. The hidden question mark block and the final one of Picnic Road. Moving right along to the not-so-bottomless holes, these ones, a lot of them are just pretty obvious. There's not a whole lot to say about them. You'll find that most of them are right on your path that you're taking, or just barely off the beaten path, at least in this first area. Future areas, some of them get a little sneaky. But these ones are pretty blatant where they are, so there's not a lot for me to explain about how to find them. You'll already see in the background there, there's another three there. That being said, we all have to have those moments where something is super obvious, or should be super obvious, and we don't see it for whatever reason. We miss it, and then we come back and we're glad that it's a single player game and there's no one else to see our mistake. Which, by the way, I have made tons of those flubs in my time playing Paper Mario so far. And on some of these, or in future videos, I'm going to put a little notification on the screen that identifies my embarrassing misses, whether they be for these bottomless holes, question mark blocks, toads, whatever the case may be, because we all have them. And I'd be super curious to know what your embarrassing misses are. Did you miss any of these somehow? That one in the corner right there by the Goomba, did you walk right by it and just forget you were supposed to cover it up? We all have those moments where it's just something embarrassingly obvious, and you know, in my case, I have to record it and put it on video for everyone to see, and then get made fun of later. So I just feel like, embrace it, call out your embarrassing misses. I'm sure as hell gonna be calling out mine, and let's just all revel in the fact that, you know, we made those misses and we can celebrate them together, because why not? So yeah, you got another one here right in front of this sealed up house, which, by the way, if you're thinking about trying to get through that ribbon, don't bother until you've beaten the boss of the area, because there is no way through. And even just a little extra tidbit from what's coming up ahead, that chest that you can see through the green shrubs, hedges, whatever you want to call them, can't be accessed until you beat the boss and the ribbon is gone. So you'll see me later valiantly try to bust through that hedge as if I know something that no one else does, and I don't. I know less than most people do. But yeah, don't bother trying. You will have access to it before you know it. Also, just pointing out this flagpole as the golf pin. If you didn't even notice that, I didn't notice on my first time through. I thought it was just paying tribute to the end of Mario levels. Didn't even notice that they had that as a golf green with the flag of the golf green, as well as two sand traps. Completely went over my head. So if you're looking for an embarrassing miss, there's one right there. Don't know how I didn't see it, but I think that's really cool and really clever. So yeah, wrapping up the not-so-bottomless holes, we're pretty much done after these two right here. So this was my last one. I mean, it might not be yours, but after this, you'll get the 100% completion notice, and we will continue on to the collectible treasures, which are a little bit more important, I think. So the first one is actually for sale here. After the Toad sets up shop again, come to the shop, and you will find the Shellvation is near. Man, that's hard to say. And you'll buy that for a cool 2,400 coins, and you will have your first collectible treasure for the area. So as I said, this one is completely sealed off. There's no way through, so don't bother trying to bust through the ribbon. In fact, if you try to bust through the ribbon with your hammer, little Easter egg, you'll get a Goomba jumping out to fight you as a reward for trying to access it early. So what you want to do is after you beat the pencil crayons and wrap up the boss fight and destroy the red streamer of the area. That house is going to be completely clear for you to explore and for you to grab the chest in his backyard, because you know, if someone leaves the chest in their backyard, really they're just asking for Mario to come around and steal what's inside. So you shouldn't have left your most valuable Sensor Lab trophy out in the open. So finders keepers, and on to number 3, which again we come back to the shop, and this one is you know, the first time around you're not going to be able to find it. And so I spent, I don't even know how long, going all over Picnic Road trying to find this last treasure, only to realize you just have to come back to this shop later in the game. I don't know the exact point because I just came back at some point and this shop now is selling a brand new collectible. So at some point, just make your way back after you know, wrap up whether it's the second or third boss, and the new treasure will be available. And there you have it, guys. That is all the treasures, all the question mark blocks, and all the not so bottomless holes in Picnic Road. Hope you enjoyed, and watch part 2 to find out where all the toads are.